came to play.
There's a price to pay. Time for you to get down on your knees and pray.
came to
Say goodbye to the good old days. They're never coming back. Watch your future.
Hello YouTube, this is Ono Productions 101, and I want to rant on something that's been bugging me for quite some time. I've always known what I'm about to say, but I didn't really, what's the word I'm looking for? It's 1:30 in the morning, so I'm not really, mine isn't really going as fast as it should be, but, yeah. I want to do a rant on wrestling fans, because I think the reason why the wrestling fans say that today's product sucks is because it sucks. I think they just have too much of a high expectation for things. I mean, watching this past episode, the 900th episode, I really enjoyed it, actually. I think it was a pretty solid show all the way through, excluding the divas, obviously, because that's never nice, but yeah, I thought it was a really great show. And then I go on WWE Universe expecting, people, and there were some people on that agreed with me that it was a good show, but a majority of everybody that I've seen on it said that it sucked. And just like in old typical wrestling mark fashion, none of them really gave an excuse, but the ones that did gave something along the lines of, oh, they, ployed us with thinking that, there was going to be some kind of great return or something like that. Nobody ever said that somebody was going to return. You just assumed that someone was going to return because you're all wanting someone like the Stone Cold or The Rock. And they played me, but as soon as his music hit, I'm the first word that came out of my mouth was, "There's no way." I didn't believe it. I did not believe it for a second, and I was right because he didn't come out, and I knew that was going to happen. I didn't know that was going to happen, but I knew there was not going to be some kind of great return or anything like that. And I don't know why everyone is expecting The Rock or somebody to come back like they owe it to us or something. I don't know why. Why do they don't owe us anything really? But hear me out. They have put their bodies on the line and made us entertained for those great years back from 1997 to about 2002, or 2003 when those guys retired, and they've done a great job of it. And I really do not want them coming back and tarnishing that, I feel like Ric Flair did with his return to the ring going to TNA. I just think that he just tarnished, for me at least, this whole I'm not gonna doubt he is a 16-time world champion and he's great, or was great, but I just really think it needs to stop with Ric Flair, and even Hogan too. But Hogan's been it's been going that way for a long time with Hogan. And same with Bret Hart. I mean, yeah, I understand him wanting to come back and make peace with HBK and Vince, and I'm really happy that happened. And then they did the WrestleMania match, and I'm like, okay. And then he's still doing it, and I'm like, oh my god, it just stopped now. I mean, it'd be okay if he was just a manager for the Hart Dynasty, but I really think it's just hurting his appearance. And everyone, another thing about on WWE Universe, I saw everyone expecting him to face against Undertaker. I knew that wasn't gonna happen. I thought Kane was gonna interfere, but Bret Hart hasn't wrestled since WrestleMania. He's been in 4 matches, but the tag match he was with Cena against Miz and Sheamus, he didn't wrestle in that match. He didn't get tagged in. He punched Heath Slater once, and that was it. And as you can see, he didn't wrestle this Monday. And what was the other match? SummerSlam. He got himself disqualified by hitting someone with a chair, so he didn't wrestle in that either. Bret Hart is not a wrestler anymore, okay? He's not going to wrestle, so just stop looking for that. This is gonna be a long video. It's already past 4 minutes. I don't care. Anyways, I'm sorry I'm not using my webcam or anything. I would, but like I said, it's 1:30 in the morning and there's no light. I don't want to turn my light on. I might wake up my mom or something. But that's none of your business. So yeah, wrestling fans, I think, are the reason why, because they have such high expectation. They're all expecting all this, great, thing, but I think it's been obvious for a while that it's not gonna happen, and you guys just have to accept that, I guess. I have. I know The Rock and Stone Cold are not gonna yeah, I was psyched when Stone Cold came back when he guest hosted Raw. But think about that. It's like I said, it's just gonna tarnish it. Cause what did he do on that episode when he returned? Nothing. He almost Stone Cold stunnered John Cena, but no, he didn't get to do that. And he commanded Vince McMahon to sit down, which I thought was pretty funny. But that was it. Yeah, he didn't do anything. When on the 10th anniversary of SmackDown, where The Rock made a video appearance, which is typical. But he didn't do much either. He talked, and that was it. It wasn't even that funny. So like I said, it's not what it used to be. They can't do the thing that they did back in those years in 1998 and 1999 in the Attitude Era. They can't do that anymore, and I don't want them to. I want something different. That's why I like these, kind of like the new guys coming out, like the guys in NXT and the guys in Nexus and Miz and Drew McIntyre. I like all these new guys coming up. I'm tired of seeing the same old shit, day in and day out. Sorry for cursing there. I don't curse much, but it's 1:30 in the morning. Like I said, I gotta stop saying that. So yeah, stop expecting something great to happen. Just don't get your hopes up. Like I said, my hopes were not that high, and I thought Raw was great. I know if I was like going into Raw expecting The Rock to return, I would have been highly disappointed. Yeah, but I knew that wasn't gonna happen. Yeah, one more thing I wanted to talk about. More guitar covers coming up really soon. I want to get it like at least 2 or 3 before school starts again, which is in 8 days. So yeah, I already have one in mind. I gotta do Seek and Destroy by Metallica, because I haven't done it, and I promised that I'd do it a couple months ago. But I've gotta get that down, and a couple of Red Hot Chili Pepper songs I want to do. And those are that's the next 3 that's gonna be coming out. Sorry I haven't done any MVs in a while. I'm probably gonna get that. I did one on me and my cousin AZV3986. We did one together. It's on our joint account. I'll put a link to the video in the description so you can go check that out. And it's Owner Productions 101 signing off.